I'm going to answer your question by giving you an analogy. Philosophers and mathematicians are doing different things. So here's a way to think about it. Suppose that you are a linguist and you get interested in French grammar and you're working on a theory of what's the best grammar for French. French is not your native language. Maybe you studied it in college for a couple years. You move to France, you're sort of getting a little bit better at it, but you're a trained linguist and you have a PhD in linguistics. You've got this knowledge, and then what you do is you rely on native speakers of French to check your theory. And you're like, I've got this. And they're like, no, that's grammatically incorrect. So you don't speak French, but you construct this theory of French grammar. And the weird thing is that native speakers of French have no idea what the right grammar is, right? They know a grammatically correct sentence when they see it and an incorrect sentence when they see it, but they can't tell you the rules of grammar. None of us can, except for trained linguists who have learned these theories. And so the weird thing is, like, you know something about French that they don't know, even though they're actually the real speakers. And there's something like a relationship like that between mathematicians and philosophers of mathematics. Like, I know some math. I've taught a little bit of math. I was a math major as an undergrad. So I'm kind of like somebody who moved to France and like lived there for a year. And I'm like kind of fluent, maybe a little bit, but I'm not really a native speaker of French. And like for me, like, I'm not a mathematician. It's not the thing I do is prove theorems. But I think about what mathematics is about, and I'm doing metaphysics, trying to figure out what reality's like and whether mathematics can tell us that, and also trying to figure out the best interpretation of mathematical language. I'm not a native speaker of mathematics. I'm an interpreter of mathematics in the way that a non-native speaker of French can be an interpreter of French.